something a little different for you all here on the Ginger Chick Rehab channel. Usually on the Journey channel, I will show like home tours and decor and stuff like that. But y'all, it's like 102 heat index out here in Michigan. I don't know how you all live in those warm states. The humidity's high. You can tell my hair's curly. We're working on getting air put into our shop, but you know, we're on the list. That's all you can be, is on the list. And of course, it's not in the time frame that the heat in June decided to come. This is like August heat, like end of July, August heat. I don't know what's going on. So last week when I was doing projects, I was having a huge problem, even though I don't show it on my videos, with paint drying. With the humidity, it really matters what your paint, how your paint reacts. So I'm like, you know what? We had just had a garage sale on Saturday, and it was so hot. Oh, y'all. And I purged, Chris purged. We had brought stuff from the other house, purged. I'll show you that on tomorrow's Journey channel when I probably do some more decor for you all. But I have had this centerpiece on my table 2 years. It's 2 years. I love that feed trough. I tried to sell it in my retail booth. Nobody wanted it. At some point, I just did a garage sale. We gave stuff away. We literally gave stuff away. Yes, and by the next day, there was a free pile on the road. Thank you all who came and took the free stuff. So anyway, y'all, so I hope you enjoyed today's content. I love decor. Once in a while, like when I'm doing my social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and it always seems to be Facebook, I'll be like, oh, that's a dust collector. Oh, that's just clutter. Well, you know what? Apparently I'm a maximist and I love clutter. So I don't ever worry about dusting because I'm constantly shopping. I'm constantly finding new things. So I love to change out my decor. I absolutely love it. So if that's your vibe, stay on this video and watch me create a new vignette for my table. And it's not going to be as simple as that by any means. It's going to be, Chris, if you did not see on the Journey channel when we moved into this house, Chris made this beautiful farmhouse table. Yes, I have 10 chairs stuffed around it so we can have family dinners and everybody can come over, and lots of chairs sitting around, even though we usually are out in our garage with 30 people on the holidays. But anyway, y'all, so let's get to creating this vignette, taking down my beautiful ironstone pictures. If you don't follow my channel regular, you may not know that I have a huge passion for ironstone, which is another reason I'm making this video, because there's an auction tonight, as you're seeing this, of a huge lot of ironstone. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't paint anything for y'all, because really I'm not that ahead in videos. That weeks ahead you get projects. You get it almost like the day before, y'all. So anyway, yeah, I gotta go try to get that ironstone for me and for my buyers who love to collect ironstone too. So let's get to this vignette. Unfortunately, maybe the blinds would help, but like I said, it's already 80 degrees and it's 8 o'clock in the morning and we are not used to this. So anyway, I love my old shakers. They are like in love, been here since the day we moved in, love them there, but I'm like, I want to see more here. Love my ironstone pictures. I was always on the lookout. So this one has a dolphin. This one has a lion, and I've always been on the lookout for the third one, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead, take those out, and then you'll see, to make it tall enough, I used old books, and then I ordered baby grass hanging greenery from CWI Gifts, a wholesale company, so I can fill it up. And it looks like, Tater, am I going to have a helper? Are you going to make your appearance? Are you going to make your appearance, Tater? Are you going to come help? Oh, he is so helpful. Yes, we are a cat family, and don't worry, we're going to feed people. I wash my table off. It's all good. They love to climb. Do you want to say hi to everybody? My other cat, Peach, which is orange tabby, is 10 in July, so he likes to sleep a lot. Tater, on the other hand, is only a year old, so he has lots of energy and lots of curiosity. So I definitely won't be getting rid of this, like selling it off. I'm going to be keeping it. It's funny because we're going my inventory out in my shop. People are like, oh, you have a lot of inventory. No, that's my decor. That's my decor. Or when I make vignettes, I save little pieces and parts that I love to share with you all. And when I gather enough little smalls up, I love to create vignettes. If you just saw the cloche video, and thank you to the buyer that bought every single one of those cloches, those little assemblies. Wow, you made my packing really hard, but I think hopefully it gets to you all safe. So let's take these off. I think I feel like I need to move my chairs. My chairs are going to be needed to be moved so I can get closer to the table. Because this is actually a beast, especially with the books in it. It is a beast, and I don't want to slide it and scratch up the table at all. So my curiosity is, how do you all dust? Are you pledge? Do you use furniture cleaners? I just use a rag and water, because I've always found that I have to dust more if I use those kind of products that attract dust. So I learned that from, like, what was it? Norwex parties. I don't really use the Norwex cloths anymore because of remembering to separately wash them in special soap. That was enough. But I learned, like, I don't know, 20 some years ago that when did Norwex come out? But anyway, I learned that if I just do a rag with water, really, it's not collecting. It's those products, those, you know, especially as a reseller and buying stuff, it's the products that collect the dust. So not that it doesn't get dusty, but not as dusty when you have something oily, which makes your furniture shine beautifully if that's what you're going for. But I don't want to dust that often, and I don't want something to attract the dust. And this table gets to stay here. It probably gets sold with the house. It took 4 people to carry it in. It's probably, I don't know, 300-pound table, but maybe I'll remember to link the video from the Journey channel of when Chris made this beauty. And we actually found a table. Tables are hard sell in our area. So there was this beautiful table that we had, and it had gorgeous legs. And I'd painted it for our old house and used it in our basement, and we had no place for it here. And then it was starting to warp the veneer, but I was like, Chris, can you use those? Because it has great support. And then he had to add the bar in the middle to support the legs for this heavy of a beast of a table, but worked out perfectly. Use what you have. I might insert the video of me I got these amazing boards at Shipshawana Auction House. If you don't watch the Journey channel, y'all, I don't ever know. Like on Friday nights, I will do some type of a haul. Sundays on the Journey channel, I do some type of a haul. I only try to do 2. I don't want to overwhelm you because I really like to do decor. I do like to make money and resell things, but I got these fabulous boards that are great risers. So I put the green one on my island, and it's a beast. It's huge, and I don't care. On my island can take it. There's just Chris and I. When we're hosting dinners, we can take it down, and it's movable. It's not anything permanent. But so a couple people, I posted it on my social media, and they were like, how did they make that? Because they made like the base of it. This is the same base that they did. They just put big old legs on it, some support brackets on it to hold it up. But yes, this is old. And I thought, you know, I had it in my retail booth with a $200 price tag on it because it was not cheap. Other people wanted it too, y'all. So I'm like, you know what? I think this table can take it. I can see some of my yummies that I collect. So visually, our living room straight down. We have like a bowling alley house. So I can see that's what I want. I want to see my yummies. You know, not that I don't love my ironstone pictures, but I thought, you know what? I want more than what I just have. So this is going on the center of the table. I know the woods don't have to match. I like that they don't match. And I like that it's perfect. There's so many perfectly imperfects about this. That's what makes it so yummy. There's just something about old wood. So it's going to go right in. I'm going to guesstimate on the center because the boards are not all the same. I mean, they look to be the same, but yeah, I'm not terribly worried about this pristine perfect piece, you know, perfect setting at all. So I hope that you saw my riser video on Saturday where I created this. This is the only one of these like front porch corbel pieces I've ever run across to buy. I thought it turned out beautiful. So I'm keeping this one. I know a lot of people wanted me to put them up on eBay, but y'all, I did put a few of them in my booth and they already sold. So that was nice. But yes, does it matter if it hangs over? No, y'all. You know, this is the perfectly imperfect. It does not have to be perfect. So I love this piece. I love how it turned out. I love how, would you know that this was new wood? I still cannot believe. And there again, the humidity that day just made the paint act weirder than it normally had for me. And I didn't use shellac on them, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm happy with how it turned out. I mean, it looks like we just took that off somebody's front porch column. And this beauty, it is ironstone. It is big. Oh my gosh. I don't remember if it was an auction that I got it at or where I got it, but I'm like, that is an ironstone bowl. I've only ever seen one other at an antique mall for sale, and I just love it. Like I said, this table's big. It is long. It can take massive pieces. So if I think it might be a little overwhelming, I wanted it to fit, but now that I put it on there, I don't love it. I wanted to love it, but you know when you know, if you put the piece on, you're like, that is it, then you know. And then if you look at it going, no, it's actually too big. So I will, don't worry, it's out in my so I can see it all that yummy, that ironstone and that crazing and that staining. Oh my gosh. I get very excited when I talk about ironstone, but I think I have something. So not as massive, but is a nice scallop bowl. Whatnot. Oh, y'all, whatnot is going to be my weakness. Well, and people are tagging me because they know that I love ironstone. So they're like, hey. And then you have to be careful because not everybody knows true ironstone. So ask to see the piece before you bid on it. Like, can you do close-ups? Because I did get a cake stand that she didn't list it as ironstone, but during her show, she said it was ironstone. And when it came, I knew it wasn't ironstone, and it had a slight Marshall's tag on it still. Oh, and I we all learn, we all make mistakes. It didn't matter. It ended up breaking in shipping anyway. But yes, I did a video on the Journey channel, the little bit that I know of ironstone, how to identify it. There's definitely a different feel, a different weight of ironstone. So yeah. So you have to be careful, just like butter pats. I have a butter pat session, and now people are just like any plate, any small little plate, kids plate, roll plate, they're calling a butter pat. So you just have to be careful. You just do your research or decide, I don't mind that little plate it's really not a butter pat, because a pat of butter is small, y'all. So two and up to three and a half's kind of, but yes, you just have to decide. Anyway, I think this bowl, I'll stop chattering with you all. We get all excited when we're talking about things that we love. So I think that is a much better, that's not so overwhelming. We're not taken away from this beauty. So I want to see what I have, because I want to see what I have to go in it, because of course I'm not leaving it empty. So these are another whatnot find. I had never come across these short, squatty spools in our area, so they must be like in another area. So saw these in whatnot, bought 3 from one seller, and then bought another one from another seller with the red. And then I knew, a lot of times on whatnot, if you time it right and you get the right seller, you can definitely like buy for resell. But most of the time I'm buying a lot for my own decor, pieces that I normally like don't see around our area, and these were one of it. Like the ironstone bowl. I mean, I've seen this one's massive compared to the ones that I have in my own collection that's resold. So, And I knew she knew her stuff when it came to ironstone. So that was huge. And she was smart to tag me because I'm weak, very weak. So I thought I would put these. So that helps because we have this dark table and we have this very light wood. And then that brings the dark back in together, y'all. No college degree of design whatsoever. No college degree of design. I just like what my eye likes. And then I like that it also goes with my shakers, my old shakers there. So it's looking good. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to add some doilies in to bring like a third element to re-add. I'm not usually, because I don't want to cover up all my ironstone. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. That's a hard one for me. It is cute, but I don't know. I can't cover up my ironstone. I mean, I could do here, but then I'm covering up my yummy wood. So I did grab them, but I think I'm not. I'm not. So you're going to be just you. You know, yeah. Like I said, you when you put it there, it's either a yay or nay. I like it. I don't like it. So another thing that I love salvaged, like salvage pieces, finding another use for them. Old clock faces. This one was off of Whatnot. This one was in my decor pile waiting to be used again. They just came out of old clocks. I mean, so if you're at a place and you see a clock that's broken, worse for wear, these are actually, some of the insides are worth more than the broken down clock, unfortunately, y'all. So, and then I love to display them, like just stick them in a flower, one of those spiky metal flower frogs. And this is how I bought it on Whatnot. They knew that whole little trick too of just displaying it on a flower frog. So you just stick it in that flower frog, put it on, stick it in the flower frog, find the right direction. And there you go. So I want to bring in another dark element, and I still want to use the spool. If I remember the sellers, I'll try to. But if I give you the sellers, then you might outbid me on something. It is just how we call them frenemies at auctions, because that's just how it works. You know, we all have our bottom dollar. So I am going to use this as a riser. And then I have a little mini cloche with like the bell ties, because it has a little knobby, but kind of looks plain Jane, doesn't it? Just plain Jane. So we need to bring in another element, and I did get have a little tiny doily. I don't do a lot of doilies, tablecloths. I have cats. So then, you know, when you have animals, pet hair kind of like, they want to lay on it. Their fur, you know. Anyway, so I am going to use that underneath there, but sticking with some more ironstone. This is like one of the bigger butter pats. These ones are my fave. I have lots of decor around. So you can see the difference in the sizes. So this would be a bigger one, even though this one this is a small little guy. So it does not fit underneath there. This is probably like the two and a half, I think, one. So this would not, like, it wouldn't rest on that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on top of that, and that'll work. But I think I need another dark element. So I love these. I sell these all the time, y'all. Yeah, I try to pick them up. If they're where I can make money, I'll pick them up for y'all. But that wood kind of matches that wood. That's the fun about woods, is you can mix them all together. I mean, it's all the same element of wood, and you can mix it together. So I think that looks super cute under a cloche. Still trying to grab some more dark. I have this beautiful, I just actually didn't even show it in a haul. I picked this butter mold up. Look at that aged wood. A little bit of, I don't care that it's imperfect by any means, but see, it's going to kind of, I thought it would rest nice behind and kind of pop. I don't have, unless you're eating at this table, nobody's going behind there other than the cat. So, and then for some more white elements, I have, and insulators. Yep, just insulators. So I thought that would be perfect. You know, they got the white, you know, kind of matches, but it's popping everything all together. Like we should add some more butter pots in, which would be perfect to sit right there, and I can enjoy one of my obsessions. It is sadly, it is a huge obsession, but I love it. And I mean, like you could put the insulator on it, but I don't really think that does anything for the insulator or the butter pats. Just sometimes you just leave it alone. It's okay, unless I find something I think, oh, I need that. But I feel like I want something back there. So I'm going to go with my stash again and see what I have. Do y'all want to come with me to my stash? Yeah. So I'll show you my inventory. This is my, oh, I almost see the horse head. Wonder if the horse head, I feel like the Godfather. Oh, I don't know. Wasn't quite sure where to put the horse head. I hope he's okay with, I'm sorry. This is my 200-year-old rocking horse that I absolutely love, that people think I should put a tail on. He's 200 years old. He's a true antique. You don't move him. Okay, so I'm trying to decide the scary horse head. Okay, so see, this is how it all changes. You're like, oh, I have that element. And I know, like when I saw it at the auction, like everybody's like, oh, it's just a piece of wood. And I'm like, that is from probably an old rocking horse, like pieces and parts of an antique rocking horse. So now I just remembered I set it up there because that was what piece I wanted to keep. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to readjust my whole plan. That's okay. We like to readjust. I'm good. I want to enjoy a horse head. So I think I'm going to move that there. I'm still liking my dials, my clock faces, not dials, my clock faces. I have this weird bottle. It's a apothecary bottle, probably 100 years old easily, and it's marshmallow. I collect marshmallow tins. I have a cupboard I'm doing tomorrow for y'all on the Journey channel, that when putting it with a collection of marshmallow tins I have, but in the cupboard it's brown. The brown inside is brown, so you won't notice it enough, I don't think. So I think I want to bring it in like here. I think that's what I love littles. I love all this little stuff that people would normally just throw away. Like, can I just like set that? Maybe this isn't even going to make the cut. I don't know. Maybe that does look okay on there. I really like these on here. So maybe you get to deal with me as who does not change their new decor 101 times after they have done it. Right? That's what we do. Do you put that bottle on there? Is that too tall? Do I leave the bottle out? Do I keep I think I keep the wood. I think the bottle's too tall for that. I don't think it's too tall for over there. See how that all comes together? It all comes together. Like the way that you thought you were going to have it all like flow, and then you find another element that you've been wanting to put into your decor, and you're like, okay. It's a collection of what people see as junk, clutter. I see it as yummy treasures. I'm glad somebody didn't throw them. Okay, so after trial and error, moving things around, finding a horse head. I love it now. Yes, I love littles. I love trinkets. It's like a cloche. Everything looks better under a cloche. Everything looks awesome on a riser. It's amazing. So salvage pieces, junk pieces, trash pieces, pieces that people will be like, throw that out. That just is going to collect dust. Why do you want that? It's your house. Remember, decorate it. You live in it. Decorate it the way that you want it. Make vignettes, make areas, bring in decor that makes you happy, brings you joy when you look at it. And this definitely does. And I know there will be plenty of people like, you need a tablecloth underneath that. Yeah, and again, I have cats. And I mean, you can't even lay a towel down without your cat's like, oh, I got to come sit on it. It's like a box. I got to be trapped in the box. I got to have the box. So yeah, it makes eBay wrapping very fun. So I hope you enjoyed today's content. I'll show you the reveal, how it looks. And I'll also throw in my video of the big riser on my island. that I did for social media. So some of y'all might have saw it, but y'all, it's worth the watch because it is so yummy. Like I said, it's similar. The bottom is similar. I'm not taking it all off to show you what the bottom is, those who have messaged me and asked. But this bottom is exactly the same as what that bottom is. I guess a lot of people said they were like, I don't know about this pieces, but the big round green piece on my island, they told me, a lot of people said it was like a Turkish table, like you would sit on the ground and eat from. I don't know. All I know, it was green and it was a huge statement piece. And go big or go home, right, y'all? So thanks for watching today's video. I know it was a little bit different than normal, but I'm still bringing you content to watch. So we will see you next time. Hopefully you're staying cool in this weather. So yep, tomorrow I'm going to do another cupboard on the Journey channel. So if you're on this channel, the Ginger Chick channel, which I'm over 100,000, my poor Journey channel just is meeking at 16,000. It's 2 years old. Do lots of decor, lots of DIYs on our home, share some of the adventures that Chris and I go on to. Please pop over to that channel, check it out, subscribe. Remember, Dee always reminds me, Yvonne, remember to tell people that it is free to subscribe. You're helping us grow a channel. You're seeing our adventures. You're learning a little bit about us, because I know I'm not one of those to do lives. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe someday I'll do a whatnot sale. I'm thinking about it. I'm toying with it once a month. I'll just let you know that. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. I'll probably be painting something. Okay, bye. So yes, I got this at Shipshawana. I fell in love with it, and I knew it was one of those auction finds that you're like, I am not leaving without it. And I love it. So I have to figure out how to style it because it's kind of just been sitting here. So time to style it up. Will it be too much? Maybe, maybe, but I love this piece too. And I've had it sitting on top of here since I brought it home. Yep, I have. So I'm going to pair the two of them together. Not quite touching the lights, so that's good. Right? We make it work. So I think it'll pair nice with my ironstone pot. But I'm still slop. I think maybe it's a slop pot. So I know I need something taller. I had an ironstone bowl in here, but it was not tall enough. But I feel like we could do wooden rolling pins. I might have a piece of fern, fake fern that could go in here. So I'm gonna start off with that. So I have this piece of fake fern that I thrifted. So I think, I don't know, it might be a little too tall with the base, but I can always nip that off with some bolt cutters because it's a thick one. The thing about it being fake is everything's bendable. Just recently, I scroll every place too often to go shopping, and I got this beautiful antique. I don't even know how antique or vintage it is, but it is a used wooden breadboard for $50. 49 something. So I want to display it. And then I thrifted, there'll be one of these at a sale I was at, and I'm like, oh, I totally need those because I love the wooden. So I have to play with it a little bit to get it to set. So it's not just leaning. Sometimes you just have to play with things. So I know I love the cloche that I had here, so I'm going to add that back on with the tallow berries that are underneath here. Just put in an old bed spring. And then some broken pieces of butter molds, which match the whole little wood theme going on. That's why I love tallow berries, because it got my white and it's got the wood. There we go. I think I'm going to stick the swan like he's hiding back there, because I have some yummies I want to put here. Another eBay recent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these are the bigger butter pats, and they're a little bit newer, but they are still chunky white butter pats. And they ended up being $9 a piece. You gotta look often. You do a quick little search all the time. You just never know what you might find. So I know for right now, that's where they're going to be. I think next to it will be, like, this is a little bit different of marmalade jar. It's a little bit whiter. And then I think I'm going to put a few little spools in it to keep with that wood accent going on, to give it some height, because it's really not as high, but it pairs nice with the butter pats. Because you can't have a hole. There's still space here. I have 2 chunky creamers, and I'm just going to sit them up there. It was a little too tall sitting it on the stack, so I chose just to go right there. I think, yeah, I love it. Love it.